Today, we are all experiencing the catastrophic effects of our choices, or rather wrong choices. Trees are being cut, wildlife is endangered, and resources are being depleted. Frankly, what are we doing to mitigate the damages? What could be the alternate to our existing choices that can heal nature? At Trident, we look for smart alternatives because for us, nature matters. We have chosen to make the world a better place, one step at a time, with thoughtful manufacturing. Our brand purpose comes from the company's core value to produce world-class products while preserving the environment. That's exactly why instead of cutting trees, we make paper from wheat straw, which is an agri-residue. Trident was among the first mills globally to produce copier paper from wheat straw and is now one of the largest paper unit in the world to do so. Our eco-friendly paper serves four very critical purposes for people, our society, farmers, and the environment. It utilizes agri-residue, which otherwise would have been a waste. It saves 5,000 trees every day. It also enables Indian farmers to earn extra income, thereby supporting their livelihood. And most importantly, our paper prevents burning of crops and helps in reducing pollution. We are making this possible by choosing the right raw material and by constantly monitoring what we use, how we use, and how much we use. Our quest for excellence has yielded several awards and the trust of millions of our valued partners and customers. Trident Paper began writing its success story in 1993 and still continues to do so. From 2008 till date, Trident launched multiple varieties and grades of copier paper. Come, with Trident Paper, let's take a leap towards a greener and safer planet. The only one we have. Together, stronger. Every choice matters. Let's do it right with eco-friendly Trident Paper. The world a better place, one step at a time, with thoughtful manufacturing. The Wellness Collection by Trident. With the COVID-19 pandemic, the world is learning that wellness is more than just being free from illness, and how it is a dynamic process of change and growth. We understand that more than ever before, it's today when we need something which unites the vital connections between nature's well-being and our own. Therefore, addressing the gradual shift towards product value to make the consumers feel safe and protected, with constant research and collaborations with the best knowledge partners, we created Jiva, our complete wellness range of home textiles. Derived from the Sanskrit word Ji, Jiva means to live. Comprising of a wide array of smart and sustainable bed and bath linen, Jiva has been specially created to nourish, rejuvenate, and protect your well-being. Derived from nature, created using the finest yarns, technologies, and finishes, Jiva imbues the healing touchstones of self-care into your lifestyle gently, smartly, and effectively. This range broadly addresses three important aspects of wellness: hygiene and safety, rejuvenation, and nourishment. All this and more just to ensure that you live well every day. Because being different is normal for us. How we use and how much we use. Our quest for excellence.
कभी सोचा है कि फेस वॉश और बॉडी वॉश अलग-अलग क्यों होते हैं? क्यों हमारी फेस की क्रीम और बॉडी की क्रीम अलग होती है? Let's find out. आपकी फेस की स्किन होती है थोड़ी ज्यादा सेंसिटिव, इसलिए उसे चाहिए एक्स्ट्रा केयर। तभी तो ट्राइडेंट लाई है फैब फेस एंड बॉडी टॉवल। इंडिया में पहली बार एक ही टॉवल में दो अलग हिस्से, एक फेस के लिए, दूसरा बॉडी के लिए। खास एलोवेरा से ट्रीटेड फेस वाला हिस्सा रखिए आपकी नाजुक फेस स्किन को रिफ्रेश्ड, और एंटीबैक्टीरियल बॉडी वाला हिस्सा बदबू फैलाने वाली बैक्टीरिया को पनपने न दे। ट्राइडेंट फैब फेस एंड बॉडी टॉवल, अब हाइजीन के साथ नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज।
Together, stronger. Every choice matters. Let's do it right with eco-friendly Trident paper. आयुर्वेद में है प्रकृति के वो खास गुण जो रखते हैं हमारी सेहत का ख्याल। ऐसे ही प्रकृति से चुने लौंग, इलायची, काली मिर्च, सौंफ और मुलेठी के गुणों से बना है आयुर्वेदिक गुड़। रखे आपकी इम्यूनिटी को स्ट्रॉन्ग और दे एक हेल्थी एंड हैप्पी लाइफस्टाइल। इस लोहड़ी ट्राइडेंट नमस्ते गुड़ से लाएं अपने रिश्तों में सेहत की मिठास। ट्राइडेंट नमस्ते, वेलकम द गुडनेस ऑफ आयुर्वेद। ट्राइडेंट परिवार की ओर से आप सभी को लोहड़ी की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं।
आइए मिलिए प्रिया से। प्रिया ने आज एक खूबसूरत तस्वीर बनाई, मगर कुछ और भी किया। इस तस्वीर से कहीं ज्यादा खूबसूरत। प्रिया के ट्राइडेंट पेपर यूज करने से दूर गांव में सुरजन जैसे किसान की कमाई बढ़ती है और वो अपनी बेटी के लिए उसकी मनपसंद गुड़िया खरीद सकता है। ट्राइडेंट पेपर बनता है खेतों में बचे हुए वीट स्ट्रॉ से, जिसकी वजह से 1 लाख से भी ज्यादा किसानों को मिलती है एक्स्ट्रा आमदनी। 5000 पेड़ कटने से बचते हैं हर रोज और कम होता है कार्बन एमिशन। प्रिया तो सिर्फ 5 साल की है, ये सब नहीं समझती, मगर अब आप तो समझते हैं।
अच्छा, अपने परिवार को स्वच्छ और स्वस्थ रखने के लिए आपने क्या क्या नहीं किया बताइए। उनके दिल की फिक्र हुई तो कुकिंग ऑयल चेंज किया ना। दांतों को मजबूत रखने के लिए टूथपेस्ट बदल दिया। बाल गिरने लगे तो शैम्पू, चेहरे पे निखार के लिए फेस वॉश। लेकिन जो नहीं बदला वो है आपका टॉवल। आपके गीले, नम और बंद बाथरूम में रखा टॉवल बैक्टीरिया का घर है, इतना जान लीजिए बस।
क्या कर सकते हैं, सब टॉवल्स एक जैसे ही तो होते हैं।
ट्राइडेंट की ट्राइसेफ एंटी बैक्टीरियल टॉवल्स सब टॉवल्स की तरह नहीं है। इनकी सैनिटाइज टेक्नोलॉजी रखे टॉवल को बदबू फैलाने वाले बैक्टीरिया से बिल्कुल आजाद। इनके धोने में पानी लगे बिल्कुल कम और इनकी क्विक ड्राई तकनीक टॉवल को जल्दी सुखाए। तो 6 टॉवल्स का फैमिली सेट सिर्फ 999 रुपए। ट्राइडेंट ट्राइसेफ टॉवल्स, स्वच्छता पे हक तो सबका है।
We know home isn't just about 4 walls. It's a place where you feel at ease, comfort, and peace. A place that reflects your personality, thoughts, and dreams. That's why we embarked on a journey of creating a complete home decor and design solution for you. Backed by world-class technology, talent, and a heart full of passion to make smarter homes, we started Trident Home Decor Design. Your one-stop destination for fashionable and comfortable home linen. At Trident, we blend style and comfort together to give you the best life experiences. We have a plethora of towels, bed sheets, rugs, bath mats, bathrobes, and everything that it takes to make your home the perfect home. Nectra Soft. This high-end collection made using long staple cotton ensures absorbency whilst adding that extra touch of warmth. Indulgence, an elegant collection that is the epitome of fine taste and luxury. Made from Trident's patented air-rich technology, these textiles remain soft even after multiple washes. Classic. softness that comes with special antimicrobial properties to take care of your daily well-being and keep you fresh all day long. Melange, a unique amalgamation of dyed and undyed fibers woven artistically to render phenomenal tonal variations. The subtle blends of this range exude warmth, sophistication, and timeless appeal. Home Essentials. Our Home Essentials collection fosters intricate design patterns and lovely colors. Every day. Make your everyday brighter and better with our collection of everyday home linen available in vibrant colors. Festive Collection. Aroma. Fragrance sheets? Yes, you heard it right. This specially treated collection spreads aroma to soothe you. Choose from an array of captivating fragrances like lavender, lily, green apple, and sandalwood and give your loved ones a unique aromatic experience. Occasions. Make every occasion extra special with our Occasions collection, a supreme elegance of fabrics crafted with finest designs to soothe your senses. Celebration. When it's about those special moments, everything has to be flawless for you and for your loved ones. Experience the goodness of extra comfort and softness with our celebration range. Softness and lovely designs, offerings of this collection help you celebrate every moment with comfort. Utsav. Celebrate the homecoming of everything bright and auspicious with Utsav collection. This festive range has been beautifully handcrafted to complement your home's lovely interiors. All these and more exquisitely curated collections just to make your home your forever favorite place. Because being different is normal for us. इस दौर में अब ये दरवाजे ना जाने कब फिर से खुलेंगे, कब आगे बढ़ने और बढ़ने के मौके मिलेंगे, इन आंखों में कैद सपनों को कब फिर से उड़ान मिलेगी। मुश्किलों में भी मंजिल पाने के नए मौके होंगे। शिक्षा की इस रोशनी से सपने फिर से जग उठेंगे। अब जो भी उलझन, जो भी सवाल होगा, अपने हाथों में ही अब हर बात का जवाब होगा। आइए इस दिवाली मिलकर हम भी अपने पुराने मोबाइल्स और टैबलेट्स डोनेट करें और किसी के जीवन में शिक्षा की रोशनी भरें। ट्राइडेंट परिवार की ओर से एक छोटी सी पहल। The Technology Collection by Trident. With the new normal and new technologies coming in, customers are becoming accustomed to living a hassle-free life. When everything is so advanced, why should textiles not be? Technology and performance-oriented offerings have been the hallmark of Trident Group. Be it the products or processes, we have been leading the way in textile industry with our great aspirations and swift execution to explore, invent, and reinvent. Temperature control, antimicrobial, moisture wicking, you name it, and we have it. An ode to modern technology, Trident products are crafted to make your life comfortable and hassle-free every day. Trident's advanced zero-twist towel engineered without PVA offers velvety feel, greater bulk, lower lint, enhanced performance, and also helps you reduce your ecologic footprint. All this and more to help you live hassle-free every day, because being different is normal for us. Today, we are all experiencing the catastrophic effects of our choices, or rather wrong choices. Trees are being cut, wildlife is endangered, and resources are being depleted. Frankly, what are we doing to mitigate the damages? What could be the alternate to our existing choices that can heal nature? At Trident, we look for smart alternatives because for us, nature matters. We have chosen to make the world a better place, one step at a time, with thoughtful manufacturing. Our brand purpose comes from the company's core value to produce world-class products while preserving the environment. That's exactly why instead of cutting trees, we make paper from wheat straw, which is an agri-residue. Trident was among the first mills globally to produce copier paper from wheat straw and is now one of the largest paper unit in the world to do so. Our eco-friendly paper serves 4 very critical purposes for people, our society, farmers, and the environment. It utilizes agri-residue, which otherwise would have been a waste. It saves 5,000 trees every day. It also enables Indian farmers to earn extra income, thereby supporting their livelihood. And most importantly, our paper prevents burning of crops and helps in reducing pollution. We are making this possible by choosing the right raw material and by constantly monitoring what we use, how we use, and how much we use. Our quest for excellence has yielded several awards and the trust of millions of our valued partners and customers. Trident Paper began writing its success story in 1993 and still continues to do so. From 2008 till date, Trident launched multiple varieties and grades of copier paper. Come, with Trident Paper, let's take a leap towards a greener and safer planet. The only one we have. Together, stronger. Every choice matters. Let's do it right with eco-friendly Trident Paper. The Wellness Collection by Trident. With the COVID-19 pandemic, the world is learning that wellness is more than just being free from illness, and how it is a dynamic process of change and growth. We understand that more than ever before, it's today when we need something which unites the vital connections between nature's well-being and our own. Therefore, addressing the gradual shift towards products that make the consumers feel safe and protected, with constant research and collaborations with the best knowledge partners, we created Jiva, our complete wellness range of home textiles. Derived from the Sanskrit word Jiv, Jiva means to live. Comprising of a wide array of smart and sustainable bed and bath linen, Jiva has been specially created to nourish, rejuvenate, and protect your well-being. Derived from nature, created using the finest yarns, technologies, and finishes, Jiva imbues the healing touchstones of self-care into your lifestyle gently, smartly, and effectively. This range broadly addresses 3 important aspects of wellness: hygiene and safety, rejuvenation, and nourishment. All this and more just to ensure that you live well every day, because being different is normal for us.
कभी सोचा है कि फेस वॉश और बॉडी वॉश अलग अलग क्यों होते हैं? क्यों हमारी फेस की क्रीम और बॉडी की क्रीम अलग होती है? लेट्स फाइंड आउट। आपके फेस की स्किन होती है थोड़ी ज्यादा सेंसिटिव, इसलिए उसे चाहिए एक्स्ट्रा केयर। तभी तो ट्राइडेंट लाए हैं फैबो फेस एंड बॉडी टॉवल। इंडिया में पहली बार एक ही टॉवल में 2 अलग हिस्से, एक फेस के लिए, दूसरा बॉडी के लिए। खास एलोवेरा से ट्रीटेड फेस वाला हिस्सा रखे आपकी नाजुक फेस स्किन को रिफ्रेश्ड, और एंटीबैक्टीरियल बॉडी वाला हिस्सा बदबू फैलाने वाली बैक्टीरिया को पनपने न दे। ट्राइडेंट फैबो फेस एंड बॉडी टॉवल, अब हाइजीन के साथ नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज।
आयुर्वेद में है प्रकृति के वो खास गुण जो रखते हैं हमारी सेहत का ख्याल। ऐसे ही प्रकृति से चुने लौंग, इलायची, काली मिर्च, सौंफ और मुलेठी के गुणों से बना है आयुर्वेदिक गुड़। रखे आपकी इम्यूनिटी को स्ट्रॉन्ग और दे एक हेल्थी एंड हैप्पी लाइफस्टाइल। इस लोहड़ी ट्राइडेंट नमस्ते गुड़ से लाएं अपने रिश्तों में सेहत की मिठास। ट्राइडेंट नमस्ते, वेलकम द गुडनेस ऑफ आयुर्वेद। ट्राइडेंट परिवार की ओर से आप सभी को लोहड़ी की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं।
आइए मिलिए प्रिया से। प्रिया ने आज एक खूबसूरत तस्वीर बनाई, मगर कुछ और भी किया, इस तस्वीर से कहीं ज्यादा खूबसूरत। प्रिया के ट्राइडेंट पेपर यूज करने से दूर गांव में सुरजन जैसे किसान की कमाई बढ़ती है और वो अपनी बेटी के लिए उसकी मनपसंद गुड़िया खरीद सकता है। ट्राइडेंट पेपर बनता है खेतों में बचे हुए वीट स्ट्रॉ से, जिसकी वजह से 1 लाख से भी ज्यादा किसानों को मिलती है एक्स्ट्रा आमदनी। 5000 पेड़ कटने से बचते हैं हर रोज और कम होता है कार्बन एमिशन। प्रिया तो सिर्फ 5 साल की है, ये सब नहीं समझती, मगर अब आप तो समझते हैं।
अच्छा, अपने परिवार को स्वच्छ और स्वस्थ रखने के लिए आपने क्या क्या नहीं किया बताइए। उनके दिल की फिक्र हुई तो कुकिंग ऑयल चेंज किया ना। दांतों को मजबूत रखने के लिए टूथपेस्ट बदल दिया। बाल गिरने लगे तो शैम्पू, चेहरे पे निखार के लिए फेस वॉश। लेकिन जो नहीं बदला वो है आपका टॉवल। आपके गीले, नम और बंद बाथरूम में रखा टॉवल बैक्टीरिया का घर है, इतना जान लीजिए बस।
क्या कर सकते हैं, सब टॉवल्स एक जैसे ही तो होते हैं।
ट्राइडेंट की ट्राइसेफ एंटीबैक्टीरियल टॉवल्स सब टॉवल्स की तरह नहीं। इनकी सैनिटाइज टेक्नोलॉजी रखे टॉवल को बदबू फैलाने वाले बैक्टीरिया से बिल्कुल आजाद। इनके धोने में पानी लगे बिल्कुल कम और इनकी क्विक ड्राई तकनीक टॉवल को जल्दी सुखाए। तो 6 टॉवल्स का फैमिली सेट सिर्फ 999 रुपए। ट्राइडेंट ट्राइसेफ टॉवल्स, स्वच्छता पे हक तो सबका।
We know home isn't just about 4 walls. It's a place where you feel at ease, comfort, and peace. A place that reflects your personality, thoughts, and dreams. That's why we embarked on a journey of creating a complete home decor and design solution for you. Backed by world-class technology, talent, and a heart full of passion to make smarter homes, we started Trident Home Decor Design. Your one-stop destination for fashionable and comfortable home linen. At Trident, we blend style and comfort together to give you the best life experiences. We have a plethora of towels, bed sheets, rugs, bath mats, bathrobes, and everything that it takes to make your home the perfect home. Nectra Soft. This high-end collection made using long staple cotton ensures absorbency whilst adding that extra touch of warmth. Indulgence, an elegant collection that is the epitome of fine taste and luxury. Made from Trident's patented air-rich technology, these textiles remain soft even after multiple washes. Classic. Softness that comes with special antimicrobial properties to take care of your daily well-being and keep you fresh all day long. Melange. a unique amalgamation of dyed and undyed fibers woven artistically to render phenomenal tonal variations. The subtle blends of this range exude warmth, sophistication, and timeless appeal. Home Essentials. Our Home Essentials collection fosters intricate design patterns and lovely colors. Every day. Make your everyday brighter and better with our collection of everyday home linen available in vibrant colors. Festive Collection. Aroma. Fragrance sheets? Yes, you heard it right. This specially treated collection spreads aroma to soothe you. Choose from an array of captivating fragrances like lavender, lily, green apple, and sandalwood and give your loved ones a unique aromatic experience. Occasions. Make every occasion extra special with our Occasions collection, a supreme elegance of fabrics crafted with finest designs to soothe your senses. Celebration. When it's about those special moments, everything has to be flawless for you and for your loved ones. Experience the goodness of extra comfort and softness with our celebration range. Softness and lovely designs, offerings of this collection help you celebrate every moment with comfort. Utsav. Celebrate the homecoming of everything bright and auspicious with Utsav collection. This festive range has been beautifully handcrafted to complement your home's lovely interiors. All these more exquisitely curated collections just to make your home your forever favorite place. Because being different is normal for us. इस दौर में अब ये दरवाजे ना जाने कब फिर से खुलेंगे, कब आगे बढ़ने और बढ़ने के मौके मिलेंगे, इन आंखों में कैद सपनों को कब फिर से उड़ान मिलेगी। मुश्किलों में भी मंजिल पाने के नए मौके होंगे। शिक्षा की इस रोशनी से सपने फिर से जग उठेंगे। अब जो भी उलझन, जो भी सवाल होगा, अपने हाथों में ही अब हर बात का जवाब होगा। आइए इस दिवाली मिलकर हम भी अपने पुराने मोबाइल्स और टैबलेट्स डोनेट करें और किसी के जीवन में शिक्षा की रोशनी भरें। ट्राइडेंट परिवार की ओर से एक छोटी सी पहल। The Technology Collection by Trident. With the new normal and new technologies coming in, customers are becoming accustomed to living a hassle-free life. When everything is so advanced, why should textiles not be? Technology and performance-oriented offerings have been the hallmark of Trident Group. Be it the products or processes, we have been leading the way in textile industry with our great aspirations and swift execution to explore, invent, and reinvent. Temperature control, antimicrobial, moisture wicking, you name it, and we have it. An ode to modern technology, Trident products are crafted to make your life comfortable and hassle-free every day. Trident's advanced zero-twist towel engineered without PVA offers velvety feel, greater bulk, lower lint, enhanced performance, and also helps you reduce your ecologic footprint. All this and more to help you live hassle-free every day, because being different is normal for us.
In the new normal, work as we know it has been reinvented, and so has been the workplace. The line between office and home is a blurred one, with technology playing the pivotal role in our lives. The sheer speed of change is overwhelming. Today, as you step into the big world of business, what is it that you're looking for? What's the workplace like in the future of work? Come, let me take you through it. A place where geography is no longer a constraint to deliver the best business solutions. A caring and sharing environment where you are made to feel as a family member from day one. A devoted family, where even a small achievement is acknowledged with a big "this say." Where innovation simply means anything is possible and nothing is impossible. Where every good can be made great to make work more rewarding. An institution where every woman is empowered to work with freedom and get equal opportunities to rise to the top echelons of leadership. Perfect platform where entrepreneurial spirit and creativity will get you opportunities to break new ground. Where being digital ready is the leitmotif of today's business successes. Where responsibilities include working with honesty, humility, and being respectful to all. Where your role includes providing smart solutions to any challenge that comes your way. An organization where you are made to feel as you're part of one big team, irrespective of your gender, faith, nationality, or sexual orientation. A workplace where you can try, fall, fail, hurt, and rise again with a smile on your face. And where you can be the game changer if you have it in you to change the game for the better. A family of members where compassion is a wealth of well-being, which enables us to face challenging times with empathy and resilience. Finally, a workplace where normal is boring and being different is what sets us apart. A workplace of future is here with opportunities unlimited. Welcome to a caring family. Welcome to Trident. Let's talk.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, on behalf of the Trident Group, it is our pleasure to host this webinar. I can see that some of you are still joining in, and we already have a pan-India presence of almost 500 people. I'm sure I anticipate this number will rise. Well, Naveed and I are on the call, and we can feel the energy, even if it is only virtually right now. But welcome aboard, and thank you for joining in for this Zoom extravaganza with regard to Talent Connect. Before we move any further, I think it's only necessary that we introduce ourselves. And Naveed, do you mind if I go first?
Not at all, Ambreen. Ladies are always first. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Ambreen Virk, and my association with Trident dates back to almost 2 decades ago, when I was a naive, doe-eyed campus recruit, much like most of you on the call, maybe. The journey has been one that has been full of learning, enriched. I have grown both as a professional and as a person. I think the one thing that I hold dearest to me is the value of dreams, the value of believing in yourself and believing in your dreams as a result of that. And I think that has helped me both as a person and in my professional growth. While I've donned many caps as a series of this 2 decades of association with Trident. In my current avatar, I'm a strategic advisor in the area of human resources. I could go on and on about my journey with Trident, but I don't want Naveed to regret having letting me go first. So over to you, Naveed.
Thank you so much, Ambreen. Very good afternoon and a warm welcome to all present. Just about myself, I'm Naveed Jindal, and I am currently representing the Trident Paper, Energy and Chemical business. And I've been working with the organization for almost 21 years. And just as Ambreen mentioned about dreamers, so I think let me just share a small story which comes to my mind right now. in 2008, we started with branded copier, and we were, I think, the first pioneers to start it making from a wheat straw. So otherwise, usually traditionally, the paper is made out of wood, and there was a lot of apprehension in everybody's mind that will this be possible or will this be successful or not. And we were approached by a renowned brand, which I'm not naming right now, and they offered us just to sell whatever we produce to them in their label, so that you can be easily going ahead with the same. But I think it was our dreams, it was our strength of our conviction that we denied at that point of time when we had nothing in our hand actually. So today I'm proud to say Trident paper is amongst top 3 copier brands across India. We are a super brand certified, and it all depends upon what you dream of. So welcome aboard all the dreamers. And Ambreen, I can also go around and around. So I think over to you. Let's take the things forward, please. Over to you.
Okay, great. So since the common thread that we have, I think with most people at Trident is the fact that we believe in our dreams and we go after them. We are go-getters as far as achieving our dreams are concerned. I think it's only imperative that we go back to the inception where it all started. One man, his dream, his ability, and the fact that he dared to be different. There are no guesses for who that is. Yes, I'm talking about our revered chairman, Padma Shri, Mr. Rajinder Gupta. And it is his ability, it is his vision, in fact, his dynamic vision for the year 2025 that has us here on this platform talking to you and seeking out 2,500 young dreamers from amongst you. We have a message from him too. I think he would like to address you. So let's just hear what he'd like to say to you.
नमस्कार मेरे युवा दोस्तों, मैं इस वीडियो के माध्यम से आपसे कुछ मन की बातें रखना चाहता हूँ. I'd like to really share my heart. Today, the world belongs to the young mind, young heart, vibrant people. And if anybody wants to succeed and do the best in the world, that need diverse minds, open minds, young mind, creative mind, and those minds who dare to dream. They really know how to search again after being seen the failures. Trident is an extra example, is the best place to perform. Yes, one thing is very important. We are a manufacturing company. We are dependent on the consumer. So any youngster who had a bright mind and a large heart and a capacity to learn practically, want to work with their own hands, where he can really experience the ground realities and really apply the mind to do the best. A great team player can perform better. They can ask for anything what they deserve. I wish you all the best. Be a part of Trident. It's say being different is normal. Show what you are. And we really stand by you for making a bright future for every individual, for the team where you work for the organization, for the nation, and for the world. And we can really add value to life. And we had a very humble and applied slogan. खुशी पहले, खुशहाली बाद में. अगर आप खुश हैं, if you're happy, prosperity will follow. That's my few words. I'm always there 24/7. Let's join hands and make Trident young, vibrant, and exciting organization which can really change the world. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Okay, so let's get started. Allow Naveeth and me to walk you through our world called Trident, where being different is normal, and a place where we have opportunities unlimited. So let's talk a little more about these opportunities. Let's unlock these opportunities. Let's tell us who we are, what we do, and then we'll talk a little more about it. So going forward, who are we? Well, it all began in the early 1990s, probably around the time when some of you were born. A small agro-based company in the heartland of Punjab took a giant leap of faith. And boy, did that work out for us. So we are the world's largest textile manufacturers. We are the biggest producers of wheat straw-based paper and bed sheets. We are also the foremost yarn spinners in the country. The fact that we have always kept the environment before everything, the fact that we are conscious of the fact that we'd like to leave the next generation with a green earth is also the reason why our products, our textile and our home textile products are all accredited with the green certification. In a nutshell, we're a US $1 billion conglomerate that deals primarily in the sections of yarn, home textile, paper, energy, captive, mostly for captive consumption, and chemicals.
So thank you, Ambreen. I think that was a brief introduction, but I think we should just take our friends through a virtual tour or a video which they will just understand the company better. So can we have the
let's
video,
do that.
please?
Let's have them see it.
Yeah, please go ahead. So that was a brief introduction, making in India, serving the world. So I think in home textiles, we almost do 9 million sheet sets per year, towels, almost 360 million pieces per year, bathrobe, almost a million pieces per year. In paper, we do almost 450 tons a day. Chemicals, we do around 300 tons a day. In yarn, we have a capacity of 555,000 spillers. And in energy, I think we have a capacity to light almost 3.5 million LED bulbs per day. So we had a very, very diverse business conglomerate and into very diversified businesses. So we welcome the dreamers to join our family. But before going into more details, so we'll request you to just give us how you feel, where you want to join us. It's a small poll. So what you need to do is you have to go to the site www.menti.com, and you can also find the link in the chat box. My team members at the back end are sharing the chat link in the chat box. So you have to use the code 4808761. 4808761. So the question goes like this: what function of Trident or functions you would like to join? You can select up to 3, maybe in priority or may not be in priority. Is it operations, marketing, finance, human resources, procurement, or IT? So, Ambreen, can we just go to the Menti side? Yeah. So I think
So
I
I think
missed.
people are still, yeah, I think they're still
Yeah,
figuring
yeah.
it out.
So
I think the code, the code may
has
need to be
changed. Yeah.
changed.
Yeah. So menti.com and use the code 3385234. 3385234. Yeah, Shubham, you are right.
I'd request the talent acquisition team at the back end in the chat. Oh, we've started. Oh God.
Yeah,
Okay, that's come up.
We have started.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again,
Okay,
if somehow you have not
this is
been able
pleasantly
to,
surprising, actually.
Yeah. Certainly, yes, for sure. But we would like still almost like 100 people have voted, but I think we have around 600 already as participants.
Logged in,
So,
yes.
Yeah.
Let's give it a minute or two. But the clear leader here is operations. So I think this is perfectly in sync with our core competency, so as to say. Like RG mentioned, we are a manufacturing facility, and that's what we are, I mean, proudest about.
So it's, I think, Ambreen, 28% is operations, 26% followed by marketing, and 15% is finance. So numbers is the language they also understand.
I would have thought millennials would have been more IT.
Yes, for sure.
They would have leaned stronger towards IT. But okay, good.
Yeah. But I think it's a clear thought process in the clarity
between operations and marketing.
Yeah. So I think we
and
have
finance
almost
and procurement too.
Yeah. I think operations and marketing are clear choices, but others are also as well going strong.
So see, HR, though I'm biased towards, there's no two ways about that. But finance and procurement, well, at the core of everything that we do, I mean, I think Navit and me will talk a little more about numbers per se, but finance definitely controls everything. I mean, we're after all, going to grow. So
I think
numbers are
business is all about numbers, bottom line, top line, the ratios. So I think, Ambreen, we can give another 15 seconds before we move on. I think almost like
let's do that.
Responses have been received. Yes. So, but it is, I think the message is very loud and clear that operations and marketing followed by
while
HR.
the others, I'll give you another 10 seconds. However, in case I know that a lot of you are joined in and you have a lot of questions, while we will be opening this session for an open question answer session towards the end of the presentation. Until then, as we move along, if there is a question that comes to your mind, please feel free to put it in the question and answer box or in the chat box. We have a team that's already, I can see they're doing a great job. I can see they're fielding a lot of queries, but rest assured, we will come to your question answers towards the end of the presentation. I'm going to move back now. I think we have a clear indication of who we are talking to. Thank you so much for giving us an insight on our audience and allow us to take you forward a little more.
Yeah. Please, let's go back to the presentation.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little about our vision and our values. And since dreaming is the core theme of our TRIDENT Talent Connect, vision is nothing else but a dream that people see with open eyes. And I think for any organization to grow, it's imperative that their employees, or members as we call them at TRIDENT, believe in their dream, believe in their vision. Ours is clearly stated: inspired by challenge, we will add value to life and together prosper globally. Our values. Our values are at the core of everything that we do, from something as simple as writing an email to taking a decision to being at the shop floor. I mean, while we are an extremely resilient and agile organization, the one thing that we are non-negotiable on is our values. So whether it be customer satisfaction, teamwork, honesty, integrity, these lie at the core of everything that we do. And for us, they are of extreme importance. A wise man once said that the road to success was constantly under construction. And if you think of it metaphorically, and we can picturize roads in India, you will often have lots of potholes, you will have unexpected diversions, you will also have Google Maps take you into a complete dead end all of a sudden rather than to your goal. And well, the road to success at Trident also, while we do give you opportunities unlimited, it is up to you to weather the storm, so as to say. No path is going to be completely smooth and without any obstacles. And so if you're somebody who isn't frightened by challenges, if you have the grit, if you have the resilience, if you have the ability to fall down, get up, dust yourselves and say कि नहीं चलो कुछ और try करते हैं, think about this differently, कुछ और करके देखते हैं, करना तो है ही है, सोचते हैं कैसे होगा. So if you're inspired by challenges, then Trident Talent Connect is definitely the platform for you. It's a place where we'll be able to springboard your dreams into reality. We've talked about vision, and for all those MBAs that we have probably queued in right now, we know that the next step is going to be the mission, real translated goals that we have. And we at Trident have what we call the BHAGs. Now, the BHAGs that we have three very distinct ones for the year 2025, which include bigger targets, a digital Trident, and becoming a national brand. BHAGs is an acronym for big, hairy, audacious goals. And while the big and audacious goals is pretty self-explanatory, I'm going to pass over the hairy part of it to Naveed.
So you always do that, Dr. Ambreen, but I'm ready for this question. I always
manage to put you on a spot, don't I?
Chalo, anyway, let me just give a in ISB, and I went a little deeper into it and came to know that this comes from a book called Built to Last: Successful Habits of a Visionary Company. This was written by Jim Collins and Jerry Porras. So hairy is that which might feel that you can't achieve it. So आप अपने बाल नोच लो, ऐसे targets. So big, hairy, audacious, all that, these are all thinkable right now. Logically, they doesn't look that they will be achieved. For example, if I talk about the first BHAG, which is 25,000 crores by 2025 with 3,000 crores of net profit. Just to give a background, currently we are around 8,000 crores, and when I joined the organization in 2000, we were just 400 crores. So you can see the growth rate of the organization, and successfully we is the national brand. So stepping further in a journey of making Trident a household name in India, Ghar Ghar Mein Trident, that is how we always look forward for. So this was it. And now again, there is an poll. Again, you have to go to menti.com, and the code is not 4808761, it is 3385234. So we can go to the next question, please. So the question goes like this: which of our three BHAGs excites you the most? Is it achieving a revenue of 25,000 crores? Or is it completing the journey of Industry 4.0? Or making Trident a household name in India? So again, menti.com and use the code 3385234. So friends have started giving their opinion, And I
So I
think
think the making Trident a household, ghar mein Trident is what har ghar mein Trident is what I think is exciting everybody the most, and that's really nice to see, because I know from personal experience that whenever I'm traveling in India or abroad, my first thing whenever we're in a hotel and there's a nice plush towel, my first thing is to check the label and see whether it's ours or not. So now with our foray into home textiles in terms of duvet covers, bed sheets, pillowcases, bathrobes, I mean, the opportunities are actually unlimited, so as to say. So it's nice to see a large majority agreeing with making Trident a household name. Completing the journey of Industry 4.0, absolutely, this 9% is more than welcome. We need smart people to engage with smart technology. So that's also good.
Yeah, actually, I think this is 80-20 rules is perfectly being seen here, that 80% of the people
true,
think
actually, the Pareto. Yeah.
They want to contribute, they want to be part of this exciting journey of making Trident a household name in India. Actually, we can't reveal at this point of time, it's not only home textiles, it's not only paper, it's not only yarns, it's not only chemicals. Companies actually working on adding categories, getting into new segments. I think it's going to really exciting for everyone to be part of this journey. So, Ambreen, we have almost like 400 responses so far. We'll give another 20 seconds before we move on to the next phase.
Sure. Let's do that.
So, but I think the one thing, the dreamers are very clear in their thoughts that came into being in the first question as well and second question as well. It's a clear cut.
They know what they want and how they're going to contribute. So this is a good group of people that are raring to go, and great. Let's have them on board soon. So let's tell them a little more about
what
to expect once they become part of our family. I'm going to toggle back to our presentation.
Yeah. Please, I think let's go back to the presentation.
Sorry, what were you saying, Naveed?
I say there's a clear verdict, so let's go ahead.
Sure. Let's do that. Okay, the future of work as we know it. We've watched enough movies and we know that yesterday's science fiction is today's reality. The world is changing every microsecond, and the rate of change is extremely difficult for most people to catch up. But we at Trident are pretty well queued on. And with the utmost humility, the COVID pandemic really didn't take us too much by surprise, because we already had in place systems, network, technology in order to enable us to contribute no matter where we were. But I mean, to prepare you or introduce you, the future of work at Trident is a perfect intersection of a global network, leadership opportunities, and diverse thinking. And we'll talk a lot more about diverse thinking and leadership opportunities as we go along in the presentation. I'm going to re-stress here. We're going to regroup here from the point of view of what even RG was saying in his video, and what even Naveed just touched upon when we were talking about making Trident a name that's in every household. We want to add value to life, and there's nothing stopping us from doing that in a particular segment. Anyway and anyhow, if you have an idea that you feel will add value to someone's life, then we want to hear it. We are absolutely game for it. We believe in it even before you to believe in it. But the only bottom underlying thing is, how does that add value to someone's life? I think that's the only criteria for you to think out of the hat. And if you can do that, then this is definitely the place for you. I'm now going to talk a little about what most organizations would refer to as their hierarchy, or the way human resources are structured. Well, at Trident, they aren't structured. It's more of a matrix, and it's more based on the fact of the kind of role that we expect people to perform. We lean slightly on the Vedas here and on ancient tradition. As you can see by the name of our cadres, we have Karam Yogis, Gurus, and Brahm Sevaks. Karam Yogis are the foundation on which we stand absolutely strong. Coming back to the pandemic, when most people were maybe asking people to leave, or ironically on the other side had a shortage of people, we had these warriors showing up for work every single day, in spite of the fact that they did not know much about the disease. They knew that they could be at risk, that they could be carrying risk home to their loved ones. But for them, Kaam Bhakti hai, Kaam Puja hai, and so they were absolutely here. What you must also understand is that no matter how big an organization we become, at the heart of every decision is कि हमारे कर्म योगीज को ये कैसे affect करता है. As long as it's a decision that makes their life easier, that values the contribution that they give every day in and day out 24/7, then it's a decision that goes by without even the slightest amount of glitch. The next level is the guru level. Now, the guru, as the name indicates, are our coaches, are our mentors. These are the people that support you, that help in debottlenecking, help in problem solving, help making sure nothing gets stuck, and making sure that things go smoothly and that we learn as we go along with it. And so they have the insight to be able to see where they think things are going to get stuck. They have the insight to be able to understand that we as humans sometimes need a pat on the back and sometimes need to be told where we need to improve. And so developmental areas, etc., all fall into the arena of the gurus. The Brahm Sevaks, leaning towards Lord Brahma and the preserver of the universe. Well, our universe at Trident is kind of looked after by our Brahm Sevaks. They're the people who manage to cascade the vision into goals, help us create reality out of the vision that we have. They help us showcase performance that's worth it. They help us extend ourselves, whether it is in terms of leadership, whether it is in terms of teamwork. They are at the helm of affairs, and it is their vision, their energy that actually dissipates amongst the organization. Okay. Obviously, the first parameter here with regard to women leaders is definitely something that is closest to my heart. And for all you women listening to this call, Trident is definitely the place for you to be. Opportunity employer is a term that's used and legally viable, but I would like to clarify to you that no such glass ceiling exists. We don't even know what a glass ceiling is at Trident. So all you girls, this is definitely the place for you to be. A culture where every voice is heard and respected. Well, I think you heard RG also himself say in the video about how he's available 24/7. And that is actually a reality. We have a culture where each and every person is heard and has a voice and is absolutely, given due importance. It's not only about voicing your opinion, it's also about providing a solution. So whether we use technology in the terms of a chatbot or whether we use emails or WhatsApp, we are there and we listen to each and every one. A multilingual and multi-generational workforce. Well, quite literally, I think Naveed and me are both multilingual in about 3 languages, Naveed? English, Hindi, Punjabi?
No, I have a fourth one, the language of numbers.
Yeah, so that's a universal. That's a universal one at Trident, and I think everybody has to get purely conversant with that one. But yes, multilingual. We have people from all walks of life, all stratas of society, all states. So absolutely a coalescence of different cultures. I think we have people from the age group of 19 to 59. So whether it is millennials or baby boomers or whatever you'd like to term it, we have a little bit of everything. And I think that's what makes us such a vibrant and dynamic organization.
So yes, Ambreen, I think we have offices across the globe. We have offices in US, we have offices in UK, across India. So I think diversity is, I think, the recipe for the success. But this slide is very, very close to my heart. Business is my occupation. Creating opportunities is my passion. So I think this man lives this day in and day out. So just before I go ahead, let me just share my sort of autobiography in Trident for last 21 years. So friends, I'm Naveed Jindal and I joined Trident in July 2000. Basically a chemical engineer, and then I did my master's in business administration in sales and marketing. So actually this journey has been very fulfilling, being my first and maybe my last job, or I'm not sure. The journey started in operations, and currently I represent paper, energy and chemicals, as I told. So if I have to sum up my experience, my learnings, I would like to sum up into 3 parts. The first, it's not a job. It's an entrepreneurial partnership for sure. Secondly, it's not a linear curve. It's an exponential opportunity curve for all of us who work with Trident. And finally, it's not a routine office job. It's a play field to learn, fail, stand, and again succeed. So actually, having worked for 21 years, and I started my journey as a front-end sales guy and then rising through the ranks to first become of head sales and marketing for paper business, and now representing the complete business. It gives me great pride, not only to me, but also to my family. Not only there has been opportunities, but there have been constant guidance, constant inspiration, and most importantly, an open platform to perform. Never I have been faced by a system of bureaucracy, hindering even a craziest of idea, which involves lot of risks. Moreover, failures are taken as learnings and encouraged to explore your best. So either we win or either we learn. There's nothing like failure. On top of it, I am not the only one to see this growth apart from Ambreen. I think there are many such success stories to ponder on. So again, I would like to share an instance when in 2006, I thought being an only engineer can hinder my growth in my career. So I took my GMAT and approached the management that I want to quit for my MBA. Not only I was given a sabbatical, but my course fees was also sponsored by Trident. So we'll take this opportunity to thank RG, Abhishek ji, and all the fellow colleagues of Trident who have given me such happy moments in my past 21 years. Actually, I am now adult in Trident. So let me take this opportunity to once again welcome many more Naveed Jindals to the Trident family. So welcome, and I think let me just take you a little more forward to this discussions. So next slide, please. So what we look forward is a community, that what is the culture we would like to, culture we have. So we have a culture where that rights of education, employment, health, hygiene, gender equality reach every corner of India. There are so many villages just nearby our facilities in both Punjab and MP. They are adopted by Trident, and all sort of CSR activities are carried out there. And apart from that, if you talk about the people, the 15,000 families, people who are working with us, we have a culture where integrity and diversity together leads to a recipe of success. So it's a great place to work, perform, and everybody feels empowered and valued actually. And we all are here for business and obviously excelling in marketplace with combination of best manpower, machinery, material, and technology. So having top line and bottom line are actually the resultant of what we do. So what we offer in terms of the salaries, best in class salary. Can we go to the next slide, please? Yeah, I think it is a little frozen. The technology is at the back end having some glitch. Ambreen, can you please go to the next slide? It's frozen, I think.
Yes. So let's allow me to talk a little more about what we offer. It has a unique value proposition for millennials and experienced professionals alike. And when I say that, it's primarily because one of the main reasons why anybody decides to get in and contribute and while we pride ourselves in the fact that we offer one of the performance based, the fact that it is OKR related, and we will talk about OKRs later in the presentation, is what makes it distinct and definitely something that achievers should go after. Collaboration with international teams, I think whenever we decide, or Naveed, whenever we've actually had a conversation with anybody about ki ye karte hain, ye karke dekhna hai, I think the first conversation is who does it best, कौन सबसे अच्छा कौन कर रहा है, and let's go learn from them, or let's go collaborate with them and figure out how to do it better. So definitely, whether it's made in India or abroad, collaborations is what absolutely is something that we leverage completely. On-site training, maybe state of the art, and they are absolutely where magic happens. The shop floor, or the gemba as we call it, is where everything everything absolutely comes together. And so for every new joinee, irrespective of which function or what level you decide to join us at, it is imperative that you spend some time on site, hands-on. You understand how each product moves from absolutely, like, let's say in terms of a bed sheet, how we move from cotton to yarn to weaving to actually, the finished product. That kind of also gives you a bird's eye view into the product. And then no matter which function you decide to be associated with, you have a better understanding of what went into creating the magic. The provision to work from anywhere and have flexible working hours is probably something that all organizations offer, and so do we. We focus on deliverables, and that is why we have an OKR and a performance-based pay in place. That's definitely something. A friendly workplace. Well, if you haven't been able to judge how friendly we are by Naveed and my conversation, I assure you that there is an eventful calendar, and there's something happening every day at every location. We have a large amount of engagement activities that are constantly going on 24/7. So definitely something that you can look forward to. We partner responsibly. Now, this is something that's a little hatke jisko kehte hain. I think sometimes we get a lot of queries from people with regard to the fact of whether they will be given the right opportunity, irrespective of the fact that some people feel कि शायद हमारी schooling इतनी impressive नहीं है, या हम इतनी अच्छी से अंग्रेजी नहीं बोल पाते हैं. We at Trident are committed to give equal opportunities. So irrespective of your social, your economic and your cultural background, the only thing that matters, and I think Naveed will talk a little about what we are looking for in you. And so अगर आप में वो सब चीजें हैं और वो अगर आपके पास क्षमता है सोचने की, तो हमें इन सब चीजों से कोई मतलब नहीं है. The only thing that we are definite for, and like I said, I'll hand over to Naveed to talk a little more about it, is that we need you to be simple and humble. And why humble? Because humility is what is at the core of being an empathetic human being, and we value that. We absolutely treasure the fact that each and every person at Trident needs to be empathetic. Before I do move forward, we had talked about the objectives and key results. Well, this is our performance-based pay model, which you will be a part of once you become part of Trident. It basically enables us to cascade the organizational goals into individual goals. It makes the whole process transparent. It shows how we will synergize. Now, each one of us wants to perform and wants to earn, let's say, our variable, its goals and growing. So it's all linked and it's all cascading, but we have it in place, and from day one, what is expected of you is made absolutely clear to you, so that there is no ambiguity around what we expect from you in terms of performance. I'd like to take this opportunity also to talk a little about Takshashila. Now, Takshashila is Trident's flagship program that started somewhere back in 2004. It was a flagship program that invited graduates and diplomas to come aboard, start earning with us, and while they earned, we taught. And so they learned. And this earning and learning collectively help them grow. And so we have, even today, I think we have Takshashilites as HODs in a large number of departments. They've grown successfully, where maybe their educational thing has not been a limitation, because they have learned with us at every step. This has been, it's been a good boost to a large number of youngsters. And while earn, learn, and grow might be the tagline for Takshashila, it's definitely the motto for everybody at Trident. I don't think most of us would have got far. If you remember, I mentioned that learning is at the core of everything that we do. And with the world changing at such a fast pace, I mean, we have to learn. But if you're at Trident, IDPs, potential, regular upskilling, it's definitely a part of your journey with Trident. You will never stop learning as long as you're with us.
So thank you, Ambreen. I think, again, it's time to just give a pause. We have been in this session for almost 45 minutes. So again, please go to menti.com and punch in the code 3385234. This is the same code which you have used earlier, 3385234. And what excites you the most about Trident? So is it the inclusive working environment? Is it the world-class infrastructure? Is it the hands-on training setup? Is it the performance-based pay or the OKRs? Is it the unlimited opportunities to grow, or is it the industry best salary package? So I think people have started voting, and as I thought, it is unlimited opportunities which excites everyone, including me, because
so
if there are,
definitely a group of dreamers.
yeah, for sure. That is a testimony to what we were discussing. Actually, we started with dreamers, and I think dreams not only let you grow, but also make you happy while you do your best to achieve your dreams. So 39% of you think unlimited growth opportunities is what excites you to join Trident, and others
followed by 22% who are looking at an inclusive work environment.
Yeah. So I think there's a hand-on training is very, very much required, because when I joined as a fresher, so I also was looking forward for understanding what is expected out of me. But I think there's a beauty in this system that it's not a classroom training, or it's not a theoretical hand-holding which is done. It is an on-job training. I just remember when I joined the first day in my sales and marketing, the next week I was asked to go to Ahmedabad. So it was sort of a shocker for me that I've never traveled across Delhi and I'm asked to go to Ahmedabad all alone. So I think that is the beauty that gave me a confidence that what I am today is due to that courage of my supervisor or my HOD to give me that opportunity. So I think again, Ambreen, the verdict is clear. We can maybe have another 10 seconds before we move on to the next part.
I think we can definitely move on.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So yeah, so I think coming back, as Ambreen was discussing, but what we seek from you. So I think these are small, simple 6 things. If you have in you, you are the best people to be with us. So first one is the learning ability, that if you are ready to unlearn what you know, ready to learn every day, make mistakes, but still ready to learn, we are more than happy to have you in our team. You should have a heart full of empathy. I think Ambreen mentioned in one of her points just a while ago, but empathy, because our value says that we work with teamwork, with the aim for continuous growth and development. So until you have empathy, you cannot be a team player. And we need people who are ready to work as a team, win as a team, and fail as a team. So third is a humbleness and the compassionate people who understand that what is going to be the pain points of a Karam Yogi, and they can just experience it as gurus and be part of the team which wins. And yes, as there are, the journey is not going to be as we plan it for. There will be obviously hiccups, there will be roadblocks. So we need people who have a sportsmanship or the sportswomanship, to say so. So you have to be ready to toil in the mud, to be at the gamba, as we say, be in the marketplace, be at the shop. And you should have an optimistic mind. You should be positive attitude. Even if you fail, you're not ready to give up. You have to have a go-getter attitude. So I think these are all behaviors we are looking forward for, apart from your technical knowledge and education. So if you have this, this is the right place for you. So coming on to the next slide, I think Ambreen, you would like to take that forward.
Yeah, so this slide, or at least our philosophy, is always something that manages to strike the right chord with me. And so I'm just going to take an opportunity to read it out. You may have already, focused on it during the presentation. However, this is our philosophy. People who don't buckle in, don't walk away. People who ooze good under pressure and smile when it rains on them. People who make bitter better. Fix what's broken and improve what's not. People who stumble, fall, fail, hurt, but are just not ready to give up until it is done. We are for these kinds of people, and we believe these people have the power to inspire all of us. Now, this is our philosophy, and like I said, it's clearly strikes the right chord with me each and every time I hear it or recite it. And so, if this is something that strikes the right chord with you, then Trident Talent Connect is definitely the place for you to be with us. We talked a lot about processes, and we also talked about collaborations. Now, processes at Trident, because of the fact that we are a manufacturing concern, are at the core of everything that we do. And for us, our processes always need to be scientific, they need to be transparent, and they need to be unbiased. And like I said, as far as collaborations are concerned, we definitely seek out and hunt out the best. And I can see that Varun has joined us. Hi, Varun.
Hi.
Hi. So Varun is here on behalf of SHL, with whom we've partnered for, and he's going to talk to you a little more about the process per se, which I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of queries about. So over to you, Varun.
Thank you, Ambreen, and thank you, Naveed. What wonderful opportunities available for experienced people and freshers alike to join Trident right now. Yeah, big, hairy, audacious goals put you on track to propel your career on a fast track when you join Trident. Hello everyone, to all the participants on this call. My name is Varun and I represent SHL. We are excited to join this session with the Trident team, and we look forward to speaking to all of you, leaders of tomorrow. Now, we have been partnering with Trident since the last 4 years and supporting the organization in its hiring process. I was also going through the comments and questions that were coming, and I see there are a lot of questions on the selection process, on aptitude assessment, et cetera, and we'll address all those shortly. But I wanted to begin with a brief intro to SHL. SHL is a global leader in talent innovations. With about 40 years of history, we partner with 10,000 organizations across the globe with intelligence to effectively hire, manage, and develop talent. We're also the largest online assessment provider in India and across the globe. And we provide the most comprehensive and scientifically advanced AI suite of assessments. Now, with regards to the process, so what we have done is, in partnership with Trident, we have put together a 6-step process that you see on your screen. So step 1 is inviting applications, and I'm sure a lot of you have already completed your applications or are in the process of doing so. Then you have to complete the personal profile form. Once we have all the data from you, we are going to arrive at a shortlist meeting basic minimum criteria. And the participants who are shortlisted will go through a set of assessments, which are a cognitive assessment, a psychometric assessment, and a functional assessment. And participants who clear these assessments or a certain criteria will be invited to the Trident plants in Punjab and Madhya Pradesh. This is going to be a 2-day engagement, where on day 1 you're going to have plant visits, see all the life at Trident firsthand of what Naveed and Ambreen just described, get to know Trident better, and understand more about the organization. And on day 2, we'll have personal interviews lined up, wherein Trident would like to get to know you better, so that that's how we progress this partnership forward. So that's the process, and if you see, because we have been in this space and we have tons of experience, these are some of the best practices that we have institutionalized, and the process is actually a very transparent, digital, and objective in its selection, and I'm sure that you will enjoy this process as you participate in this. So with that, thank you so much. I wish you all the best, and we look forward to speaking to you soon. Over to you, Ambreen.
Thank you so much, Varun. Thank you for giving a detailed process which is going to be followed, and we are sure it is going to be a scientific, very, very fair process, which you have always helped us to do. So I think this is a great opportunity for the freshers. And if I have to go back 20 years back, I was a part of college. When just getting out of college, you never know what the industry life is. So I think when Trident is given an opportunity to visit the plants, to know more of the industry life or the corporate life, I think that's a great opportunity. Thank you for making such a nice process and such a fruitful thing so that everybody can be part of our Trident team. And now this not only for the freshers, but this great exciting opportunities for the experienced candidates as well as the lateral hires, because I was just told by one of my colleagues that the MDI 1 year and 2 year batches are both online, and they are just seeing this live screening of this webinar. So Ambreen, this is not 600. Actually, the numbers are just more than 1,000 for sure. So this is a.
Are you trying to make me nervous, Naveed?
No. I'm just making you more confident, Ambreen. So
the more the merrier.
Yeah. So for the experienced candidates, the process remains almost the same. The only difference is there will be a technical round. So basically, if you are experienced in marketing, if you are experienced in operations, so a round for just to assess the technical part of it, that is going to be the
functional, the subject matter expertise, so as to say, an additional round there.
Yeah. I think apart from that, the process remains the same.
The process more or less remains the same.
So I think now moving ahead, Ambreen, what are the timelines of whatever we are discussing?
Yeah, so as you can see on the screen, we're almost at the fag end of the applications being open, in the sense that it's been open for quite some time now. And the first cutoff date that we've taken is that of 15th of March. So in 2 or 3 days from now, we are going to be taking a final cutoff of all the applications that we've received. And for all these people, the process that you mentioned, both you and Varun mentioned, it'll take us up till the end of June to actually see that through. We're working under a certain number of limitations in terms of COVID restrictions and keeping everybody safe. And so whether it's the plant visits or the interviews in person, we'll have to stagger them in batches that are manageable and within the social distancing norms. So I think we should be able to, onboard a lot of our dreamers by the first week of July, since the process will end by the end of June. However, it's not like the process ends there, so as to say. We are always on the lookout for good talent. And so even post the 15th of March, we are likely to take a cutoff or relook at the applications we've received, depending on what the numbers are. And for any queries for that, please reach out to the email that's mentioned on the screen, TRIDENT TALENT CONNECT at tridentindia.com. And I know for a fact that, they will respond within a certain response time, and they should be able to answer most of your queries. Talking about queries, I think it's before we open the session for all the question and answers, let's just do a quick pulse check about what the energy in the room looks like. Since you told me that MDI is online, I'd really like to know now. We've told you everything that there was to say. And while we could go on and on, in the interest of answering more questions than talking ourselves, we'd like to hear from you now. How excited are you?
So I think, again, going to the menti.com, and the code remains the same, 3385234, 3385234. The question goes like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to join or refer Trident to your friends, your family members, to your batchmates, to your friends? So 10 is the highly excited.
Can I please do a Sushmita Sen?
Wow. So I think 9.7, 9.8, I think 9.6. I never expected that this is the excitement level. This is making me even more younger than I am. So I think people have started giving their verdict, and now I think let's wait for another 30-40 seconds before we go to the most awaited part of the session, that is, let's talk. Let's answer the questions which our friends have. So I think, Ambreen, 9.5 is, I think you and me have done a good job.
I think that's where, I think that's where we're stabilizing, which is good. I think which is the highest OKR ratio we've ever achieved, Naveed.
Yeah. So I will request Meenakshi, who is going to be on the forefront now, to have this as one of our OKRs.
Meenakshi, this is a call out to you. Since we're going to move into question answer session, kindly, I know that you've been working diligently behind the scenes. Kindly come out from behind the curtains, and over to you to moderate the question answer sessions and help us out.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Naveed and Ambreen, for the session. And we will start up taking up queries, but I think so most of them have been already answered by the team. They have become more smarter now. So there is no application fees. Please note it. There is no application fees. This is not something that we are doing. This is for our genuine recruitment drive. A lot of people from you would be receiving a promotional email from one of our partners, but so to say, all of the connect and everything, you need to go to our careers page, and for any queries that you need to write around Trident Talent Connect @tridentindia.com. You don't need to send your CV. You need to fill up an application form, which is available on our website. The criteria of selection has been talked about by the team, and again, just to reiterate, the process is going to be completely fair, and you should not be able to find out any such mishaps, that there are anything, because we don't use name per se as an information. Your unique ID code that will be generated will be considered as your basis of the entire application form. Yes, we will send Vivek Sharma. We will send up the link again here. Team, can you just post it over here? There will be written examinations because of the assessments. There are three kind of assessments that you will go through. One is the cognitive assessment and the functional assessment for the particular field that you are applying it out. Yes, BTech final year students can apply for this. There will be multiple locations. We are present in Madhya Pradesh and Punjab primarily, so the most of the vacancies are from operations and the plant-based positions. There is no as such cutoff. See, we do not are going to actually, use exams or the 10th or a 12th or a, graduation percentage as a base of a cutoff. How people perform on the test, once they are sent the links around it, that will become the entire basis to it.
Yeah, just to add to this, actually all the assessments will be online, so there will be no written pen and paper test.
Correct. So there is all assessments are online. Yeah. Deadline is the first cutover we want to target as 15th of March, post which you can start receiving communications from our side to make sure that you have a visibility around the process. Okay.
So I think there was a question around what is going to be the criteria for the selection, Meenakshi.
So the criteria for selection is primarily once the people passes up their assessments, from the assessments, the stack rank reports will be created, and from which they will start receiving the calls for the next process. So there are 3 rounds that you will have to go through. Of course, there are 2 assessments rounds which are happening online, and the final is the plant visit and a final interview round that will be happening at our location in Punjab and Madhya Pradesh both. Either of the place.
I think there's a functional aptitude test, right? So the functions that they apply for, and we're going to take a quick assessment of whether they have the competencies. I understand that a lot of them might be freshers and might think, let's say, that they are better suited for marketing or better suited for operations. And so this assessment is scientifically designed to ensure or check whether you have the logical reasoning or the communication or the various other competencies that are required to perform in that function. So that's what the assessment is likely to do.
So there is a question from Srishti Khanna. What is the location of the job in finance field, and whether it will be transferable job? So I think yes, there are options for finance for sure, and yes, it is transferable. You can either work in MP, Punjab, or in a Delhi location. So you have to be open for a job, whichever location Trident is present. And there's another question from Nitika Garodia. Also, is there a job for 10 years plus experience, or this is only for freshers? So I think we did cover that. It is also for the people who are having experience, and you are more than welcome. Just apply for it, go through the process, and you can expect from us to get back to you.
Absolutely.
So, Preetham, yes, you can apply by tomorrow because we are on 12th today. The cutoff is on 15th. You can certainly just do that. So, Abhilasha, I have a work experience of more than a year, but I want to apply for a different work profile than the one I was working in. Will it affect my candidature? No, it will not affect your candidature. You just give in your options that which field you are more interested in, and I think we can review the profile accordingly.
Absolutely.
Oh yes, this is Asif, and Asif says he has done his BBA and done job till 2015, and I started my business of water purifier in Bhopal. So can I apply? Yes, for sure you can apply. You will be. I've lost Asif's questions. But yeah, I think the question was this, Meenakshi,
the opportunity, yeah, I mean, opportunities are there for everyone. I mean, the system might get a little segregated, like Naveed talked about, for experienced versus freshers. The selection criteria might vary slightly, but I don't think we hold either your previous work experience or details with regard to your resume, whether you decided to be an entrepreneur in between. Perfectly great. We celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. So please apply online and become a part of the process.
Meenakshi, there is a question from Joginder and many others that what is the shortlisting criteria for the 15th March after the 15th March cutoff?
So again, just to reiterate and make sure that you all are more comfortable around this, after 15th March, you will start receiving assessment. The shortlisted candidates after the first screening round that we do, you will start receiving the assessments from our side, from our again, a relevant email that you will receive stating about these are the deadlines that you need to fill in the test in. All the examinations, are proctored. So you will have to sit alone and do it to make sure you have to read the guidelines very thoroughly. Once you finish up the test, then the second stage, if you are able to pass it out in the basic scorings that we are going to put in, then only you will be able to move it up. So it is important that, again, the duplicates, application will not be considered. So, I just saw that query just to answer it that bit. But again, the process is going to be, again, communicated over an email so that you guys can be more wary about it. And we will be putting up FAQs on our website very shortly so that everybody can be more aware about, and you can follow our pages to know what's happening and where it's going around to be.
I think just to add, Meenakshi, here for the 15th of March cutoff criteria, it is going to be your education background, your experience, if any, and our requirement in the roles we are looking forward for. It is going to be a mix of all these criteria, and then after we have shortlisted the people, those all candidates shall be receiving the next steps in terms of the assessments which we have been talking about, and then after the assessments, which will be a very, very fair done by SHL, which is a third party thing, then we will be going on for the next step, which is maybe the final interviews, the plant rounds. Yes.
Also for the experienced candidates, the procedure is going to be a bit same. Probably you will not be doing the regular kind of an assessment. So you'll be doing a more deeper assessments in terms of technical expertise. And of course, the plant visits and the interaction on the base will be happening. So the process will be diverted into two parts, one for the experience and one for the freshers. You can apply right away. I mean, the link is on. It's already live. So wherever you want, as comfortable, because it's not a consuming form that you need to fill in, and you need to be really cautious about the information that you give in. So the more the accurate the information, the more the the relatable chances of getting valid later stages.
So yes. I think there is a question from Ankur Jain. I have a good LR skills. I'm not sure what LR skills are, and have a quite a few initiatives and change making for the good. The only pitfall is my terrible graduation scores. How would it affect my candidature? Would Meenakshi or Ambreen, you like to take this?
So if you have good LR skills, then probably you'll be able to get your exam much through from cognitive perspective.
Yeah, I think your logical reasoning skills should put you through or catapult you through the assessment. And like Meenakshi mentioned, your scores are not a barrier. I mean, not that we will not have a look at them, and we understand that people grow, and maybe at certain times, especially when you're younger, you don't take the academic portion of your life very seriously. We completely understand that, but like we mentioned earlier, it won't hold you back as long as you prove that you have the capacity or the potential. So it's absolutely fine by us.
So sorry, Meenakshi, there's a question from Ramandeep Kaur. How many marks and how much time and what's the syllabus? So I think there's no syllabus as such.
Yeah, there is no syllabus aspect. It's your
There isn't, yeah.
common sense that we are looking out on our people, and the basic competencies that we have been talking about. They need to be honest, and they need to be talking about the more realistic part of their life. We would want to know them more. Of course, this COVID has brought the entire process. Most of it is online only, but we would love to know about them. That's the reason of having them this form filled up. So
Ramandeep, any general aptitude test, and I'm sure there is a plethora of them available online. So if you feel that you need to practice or that you'd like to do something, maybe something similar to that, but there isn't a prescribed course or syllabus or book that we can refer. It's a generic aptitude test. Oh, and I think Varun wants to say something about that.
Yeah, I just want to say one recommendation to all participants: just be yourself and attempt it in all honesty, and I'm sure things will be best. I mean, the best results will be obtained.
All right. So yes, law graduates can also apply, and ex-employee can also employ. The only thing that we are going to have is the most unbiased process. So we are not retaining up the positions only to the new ones. Naveen, your question has been gone up. If you can just write again, so we could take it up because of the lot of queries that have come up. Okay. All right. Just a second. I guess in terms of opportunities, Naveen, we provide a platform internally to perform. One of the key, attribute to Trident is specifically the young leadership team. So in our entire segment, the average age in the organization is somewhere around 30. So which is really young when we compare to the conventional paper and textile mills. So from that perspective, a lot of young leaders are there in the organization, and we embrace this diversity. So this is right now as an opportunity. In J&K, of course, we had some plans, but as the time comes, it will come out. This is not the right platform to much talk about it, but whatever it will be communicated through the public domain information will be shared. So for experience hiring, there is no such thing that there is a certain number of experience that we're looking about. It's about the relevant profile. If that matches up, you get to hear from us. If it doesn't matches, you will receive an email as a communication point of view that okay, this is something that we're not going ahead. And these are the next steps that you can follow in the later stages.
Yeah, so I think for experienced people, it'll depend completely on the role that we're considering you for. So once we've matched you to the role is where probably experience would play a role. Until then, it's pretty much unbiased and absolutely fair.
Yeah. So yes, in the past, people who have applied through a program, they will be given the same, similar kind of opportunity to again. Again, the process is unbiased. You can reapply. That should not be a problem to us. During assessment, is it compulsory? Yes, the questions in the assessments are primarily in English. So you would have to answer it that way only. So salary packages is for fresher, for graduates will be 9 lakhs. And for the postgraduates and above, it's 15 lakhs plus. And for experience, I cannot define it because it actually depends upon the relevant experience that you come upon. And we will be taking it, individually role-wise and individually person-wise. You can expect that, Saksham wrote this, right? So yeah, of course, you can expect that, while you begin up a career as a first time in job, and then there's a conversion from a college to corporate kind of a setup, you generally have a day as a GAT for a couple of months, but then you are expected to deliver and take up the charge. So that's again. So Siddharth, the package for the freshers, graduates and undergraduates is primarily 9 lakhs per month if they qualify the entire process and if once they are through. And we maintain parity internally in our group. So we are very transparent. For postgraduates, it's going to be 15 lakhs plus. And for experience, it is going to be as per the role that we, whatever the role and whatever the suitability criteria it fits into. So Vikas, you applied for digital marketing while LinkedIn. So you should shortly you should hear from us. If you have applied already on our page, you will be hearing from us shortly. As the process starts from 15 to 22, you can expect us getting a lot of communications in this regard.
There's a question from Preetam. What total vacancy numbers for the freshers?
So the numbers are huge. Last year, from 2018 till 19 mid, we have almost absorbed like 800 candidates into this kind of a process, and we are looking out for similar numbers. We anticipate the entire total hirings in 2 to 3 years, somewhere around 2,500. And this process is a continual process. So just to make you aware about you guys, all of those people who will not be part of the first batch, which is getting its cutover from 15th of March, they'll be considered from the next batch in July. We will be again reopening the similar kind of an opening setup in July. So, this can be a fallout thing for the ones who will not be considered in this batch.
So, Meenakshi, there is a question from Gautam Jain. I have 2 experience of my own business. Will I be counted as fresher or experienced?
See, if you have done something which is very different, and you can mention it as an entrepreneur, we appreciate that, and we will consider it as an experience. So we will not push you off, but of course it has to be really relevant in terms of what you have done and delivered. So it cannot be just like, doing something as a part-time thing, something as a more full-time thing, and something as a more independent kind of a scenario, that is something we'll consider as experience. Probably not supporting to your family-owned business or not being fully engaged is not in the part of the full-time.
And there was a question which Kirti has already mentioned, that internship experience shall not be counted.
Yeah.
No, so that wouldn't be counted. That's part of your, mostly it's part of the curriculum of your degree that you're pursuing. So no, that I don't think that would be considered. Correct, Meenakshi?
Absolutely. And so is applicable for articleship for the chartered accountant candidates.
So there's a question from Jyoti Hadpad. I come from finance background and I am from Mumbai, so I cannot apply. Why you can't apply? You can apply.
Yeah. So Aditi, to your question, it is this is not very specific role. We will be talking about the roles and responsibilities after once the shortlistings are done. I understand that from experience perspective, we would want to know about the more detailed process, but of course there are different vacancies in almost all areas since we are expanding. So you can expect TA generalist or an LND as well.
So Meenakshi,
so like we said earlier, we'll match your profile to a vacancy that we have, and that's when we'll probably have more clarity around what we expect and whether that role is in your purview or whether you'd like to pursue it further with us. Absolutely. So for experienced people, that will always be a conversation that we will have beforehand.
So Meenakshi, there's a question from Nancy Bhardwaj. My undergraduate classes have ended, but the final semester results and the convocation has been delayed due to pandemic. What should I do for the section in application which requires to submit my final year results?
So you can mention about being awaited, and the form will help you to proceed in that way.
And so I think obviously, I mean, there is an asterisk here that requires you to complete your graduation and ensure that the results are in line with what you've said. But if you're already in the process of it, we won't withhold you from applying for the opportunity right now.
Yeah.
So there is Ripu Daman Dhatwal. I am experienced candidate 6 years and had a prior experience in hospitality, sales and marketing with ITC and JW Marriott as sales manager. I am interested in sales and marketing. The technical competition around would be based more around basic concepts of sales and marketing. Currently pursuing MBA from MDI Gurgaon in marketing. Yes, Ripu Daman, it will be basic concepts, and maybe some questions will be from your prior experience and your learning from MDI. So you can certainly apply, and if shortlisted, we can meet for a technical round.
Okay.
So still, if there are any questions which have remained unanswered, you can certainly utilize another 10 minutes, or you can also send us the mail to the TRIDENT Talent Connect at tridentindia.com, and the team shall get back with the answers as soon as possible. And anything else, Meenakshi, particularly we want to discuss now?
Yeah, so I'm just seeing a couple of more new queries around it. So, one particular query is when you can expect to join. You should somewhere look around end of June and July once the process of all of the candidates for this batch is complete.
So I think there's this guy, anonymous attendee, who is asking many questions. One of the questions is, are the shareholders of Trident going to get any priority? I think
No.
No, for sure. So he's also
That's not a field in our captured in our form actually.
So we have no way of knowing how many shares you have, or so we are completely unbiased as far as that is concerned. But if you're a shareholder of Trident and want to contribute effectively, well then yes, please welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Thank you for buying shares of Trident. You give us a lot of confidence that you believe in us. That is what we can say.
Absolutely.
So Avijit, yes, we would be keen to have your profile. Send it across, fill on the portal, and we will get back to you.
So I think Varun, this is a question for you. Chandan Sinha Roy asks, is there a negative marking in the assessment? So I think Varun is there, but Varun, you are on a mute.
So if I recall, I think Varun had answered this the last time and said no, there isn't negative marking, but I'll just wait for him to confirm.
So again, the anonymous
I think there might be a technical snag.
Again, the anonymous attendee is asking, is there a difference between the campus placement process and the applying independently? Meenakshi?
No. So we are not going for campus this year. All we are doing this kind of a platform of TRIDENT Talent Connect. This platform shall only be used for our hiring practices.
So there's a question from Abhishek. The assessment will be taken by allocation of a center for the exam. Exam will be home-based proto.
It would be will be from your home. It would be from your own desktop, or any cafe that you want to go in. Just make sure that you're a bit in peace so that there is no disturbance for you to while you complete it.
So this Rinki Chaudhary, I'm a textile line but have extra talent in painting, stitching, handicrafts, etc. Can I show my talented things in interview via PPT? So she says, yes, Rinki, for sure you can show your work which you have done over the years. That can certainly add to a criteria, and maybe you get edge over others.
Absolutely. I think we'd love to see what you've designed, produced, or been a part of. You can showcase your portfolio to us once we're in a conversation, in a face-to-face interview. But until then, the process remains exactly the same.
I think so. We should take some more queries from YouTube live as well, because we are going live on YouTube as a parallel setup. So there are queries there. So I'm just spending the last few minutes over there. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Yeah. So if you're into the last year of your exam or into the master's education, yes, you can apply. The last date to apply is again 15th March. Criteria we have spoken about. Okay. Marketing is the biggest hystria. So we are looking for good numbers in marketing. Okay. So you will never get specialization without training or beforehand, Devesh. So you would have, once you are part of the process, you will learn good things over here. Some experiences will teach you. So then you'll be able to apply that education that you have, done. All right. So Sudarshan, you should not be disappointed if you are completing next year. You will receive a similar kind of a campaign. So we do it every year. So you can expect it, and you can apply at that point in time. Yes, there will be opening in SAP. We are thinking big. You would have seen from our presentation that we are thinking big in terms of implementation of digital 4.0, basically the industry 4.0. So we are looking for it.
So Meenakshi, there is a question from Vijay Shelke. Will you provide us accommodation in Punjab and MP? I think if we talk about during the plant round, for sure, yes. But if we talk about when you join, there is accommodation in MP inside the factory, but in Punjab, it is to be on your own.
Correct. So
I assure you there is plenty of real estate available, and I know for a fact that I think wherever Trident has set up its manufacturing facilities, we've definitely helped the property dealers and the area hike up their rent price in accordance. So I don't think that is something that you need to worry about, and we have support systems in place to help you or enable to ensure that the movement is the least cumbersome for you.
So, Abha, you have written about that, you have your core experience in sales and marketing. While you fill up the form, just mention that your area of preference, and we will come back after the application form shortlisting.
So I think, actually we can take last 2 questions.
Sure.
I'm the timekeeper for the show.
Yeah. So
should I also in the meanwhile take feedback from everybody who's attending currently?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
let's do that. Let's see
simultaneously, right?
Yeah.
So very few, but 1 or 2 I have seen that people have not received the link for the Zoom webinar today. My request is to you is if you can just drop a note of email to us so that we can make sure that you are registered or you're not. And just as a a primary thing that once you register, you get a confirmation email from our portal directly. So that application ID is very important for you to know, because that's going to be the the medium of discussion as a way forward. So if you have not received that kind of a communication, then you should just check it out. Probably there's some glitch that has happened from either of side, and not so sure where it is, but check it around.
So as the future of work goes, for us, you aren't a name, you are your unique application ID, part of the process of making sure that it's unbiased and absolutely transparent. So if you haven't received an email like Meenakshi is saying, confirming that your application has been registered successfully, there seems to be something that you may have left unfilled or unsaved. So we request you to please go back and revisit your profile and make whatever is mandatory. Maybe you haven't filled in a mandatory field or something like that. So please go revisit it before the 15th if you don't already have a unique application ID. If I could now just ask you also to go back to menti.com and fill in the code 3385234. We're all about Deming's PDCA cycle. We'd like to know how effective this session was. It'll help us ensure, whether we need to do these more often or whether going forward for any of our recruitment drives, this is something that we should continue to do. So if you could go and rate us on a scale of 1 to 10 as to how effective this session was to help you understand the opportunities that are available at Trident, that'll go a long way in helping us understand whether this is the right way to go or not. So while people fill in their responses, I'd also like to take this time to thank the branding team, Meenakshi's entire TA team for fielding the queries back end. None of this would be possible without our IT, branding, TA, everybody working behind the scenes. So a big round of applause for all of you people. Thank you so much for this seamless presentation.
Just relog.
Any more questions, Meenakshi?
Yeah. So I think so the code is, it's not relogging. So just relog in again. So we are looking for your feedback. We are having to connect you very shortly again. So keep following our pages, keep looking out for the information. And if you don't get responses, we try to come back in, maximum as a turnaround time of 2 days, maximum after 15th of March. So you can, expect receiving information sets in snippets and, the FAQs that will be available on the portal.
Okay, and so I think we've also, just to reiterate, the email ID that you can reach out to is TRIDENT TALENT CONNECT at tridentindia.com. So please feel free to, for any of the queries that we've been unable to answer today, please feel free to reach out to us. Somebody will be constantly checking those emails and responding back to you.
So I think thank you so much, and we look forward each one of you to be participating in the process, and we look forward to meet you personally. And thank you, Meenakshi. Thank you, Ambreen, for making such a nice session. So come join
Thank you so much.
us in
Thank
this
you so much.
session.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
And we look forward to having you on board soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.